Hello friends, welcome to Gupta Education World. In this video, we will learn MS Excel's special formulas which are useful for every person, whether you are a student or a professional, or you are in service or you are a businessman. These formulas are useful for every person who invests in fixed deposit or mutual funds or shares, or you are taking any loan. I am talking about financial formulas given in MS Excel. These formulas are useful for every person who is interested in their financial planning. Now, I will explain these formulas one by one along with their manual calculation. So, without wasting your valuable time, let's begin the topic. So, our first formula is FV. FV stands for future value. FV formula is useful for getting the future value or compounded value of any sum invested in today or in a periodical manner, like recurring deposit. The syntax of FV formula is equal to FV bracket rate, comma NPER, comma PMT, comma PV, comma type. You can observe that for PV and type, this special bracket is there. This shows that these are optional. So let's see the first case. In this first case, we have to be 10,000 today, which we want to invest at the rate of 8% for 5 years, and we have to find the future value of this amount. So we will see the formula is equal to FB bracket start. Now we have to give the rate. Rate in this case is our 8% and comma. Now we have to give the number of periods. Number of periods is 5 years. Now we have to give PMT. If we are investing in a periodical manner, like recurring deposit, then we have to give PMT. Otherwise, we can leave it blank. Now we have to give the PV. PV means the amount which we want to invest in today. So we will give minus sign, then PV. Minus sign we are giving because this amount is going out from us. That's why we are using minus sign here. Now comma. Now we have to give type. That means we are investing at the beginning of the period or end of the period. But this option is useful when we are investing the amount in a periodical manner. But here we are investing once, so this is nothing. So we can leave it blank. Now we have to close the bracket and press the enter. So you can see if we invest 10,000 rupees today for 5 years at 8% with yearly compounding, so we will get amount 14,693. So this we will check with the manual calculation also. So here at present we are investing 10,000 rupees, and after 1 year we will get the interest at the rate of 8% on 10,000. That means 800 rupees. Our after first year, our principal will become 10,800. So on second year, we will get the interest on this 10,800 at the rate 8%. So after second year, our principal will become 11,664. So similarly, after 5 years, we will get 14,693, which is equal to this amount which we have got through our FB formula. So now we will go to case 2. So here our compounding is not yearly but it is quarterly. So we will use the same formula FB bracket. Now we have to give rate. So here we have to give this rate divided by this compounding because we are getting interest quarterly compounded. So our now we will give comma. Now we are asking number of periods. So in this number of periods, our period will be 5 years into 4. That means 20 quarters. Now we will give comma. Now again PMT we can leave blank. Now minus 10,000 comma. Now again we can leave it blank and press enter. So you can see by barely compounding from yearly to quarterly, the difference in amount is 166 for every 10,000 rupees. So we will check this through our manual calculation also. So in this case too, we are investing 10,000 rupees and we are getting the interest in quarterly compounding. So after first quarter, we will get the interest of 200 rupees by this formula. Now after second quarter, our interest will be on 10,200, so it is 204 rupees. So our principal will become 10,404. So similarly, if we go to up to 20 quarters, so our principal will become 14,859, which is equal to our figure which we have got through FV formula. So now we will move to case number 3. So in this case, we will invest 1000 rupees monthly, and that we will invest after the end of the month. So we will give the formula is equal to FB bracket rate is our 8% divided by 1 because compounding is 1 yearly, and number of periods is 5 into 1 is 5 years. Now we have to give our monthly payment. So monthly payment is in this case our 1000. So again we will put the minus formula as 1000 is going out from our pocket, and we will select this 1000 rupees. Now in this case PV is 0, so we can leave it blank. Now we have to select end of the period or beginning of the period. So as we are investing at the end of the month, so we will select end of the period. So we can put 0 and we will close the bracket. So here we are getting 5,866.60. So this we will verify from our manual calculation also. So this is our case 3. So we will go to this. So as we are investing after the end of the month, so for first month we will get no interest. So after the first month and beginning of this second month, we will get the interest on 1000 rupees, and our closing balance will be 1000 plus 1000 which we have invested in the second month plus interest. So this is our 2080. So beginning of third month, our opening balance is 2080. Now we have invested 1000 rupees. Now we'll get the interest on 2080 and not on 3080. So our principal becomes 3246. So in this manner, after the end of fifth year, we will get 5866, which is equal to the figure which we have got through FB formula. Now we will go to case 4, where we are investing at the beginning of the period and not the end of the period. So in this case, we have to just replace it from 1 to 0. So we will see FB rate is our this divided by compounding. Number of periods is 5 into compounding comma. PMT is 1000 minus 1000 comma PV we can leave blank. Now we have to select type. So we will select beginning of the period and we press tab. Now it is coming to 1 and we will press the closing bracket. So here you can see if we invest in the beginning of the period and at the end of the period, the difference is too much. So you can see here it is 469 rupees for every 1000 rupees. So we will verify through our manual calculation also. So we'll move to case 4. Now you can see in this case, as we are investing in the beginning of the period, so we will get the interest on first month, first year also. So here, for after the end of first year, we have got the interest of rupees 80. Then in the beginning of the second year, we got 1080 plus 1000 rupees. So we will get the interest on 2080. So our closing balance is 2246. So in this manner, we will get at after end of 5 years 6335.93, which is equal to the figure we have derived from our formula. So in now we will move to case number 5. So in this case, we will find the value of 1000 which we have invested in the beginning of the period, but the compounding is not yearly, it is quarterly. So you can see FV rate is our 8% divided by compounding. Now number of periods is 5 into 4. Monthly payment is 1000. PV is 0 and this is beginning of the period, so we will give 1. So here we are getting 24,783 if we are investing 1000 rupees quarterly. So we can see the case number 5. So here we are investing 1000 rupees and we are getting interest at the end of the first quarter 20 rupees. So after the end of second year, we will get the interest on 40 1020 plus 1000 into interest rate. So you can see after the end of 20 quarter, we have invested 20,000 rupees and we are getting 4,783.32. Now we will move to next case in which we are investing at the end of the period. So similarly, in this we are getting 0 in place of 1. So here we are getting 24,297. So here we are getting less amount because we are investing after the end of the quarter. So here we are getting 485 less. This also we can check through our manual calculation. So here for the first quarter we are getting no interest, and for second quarter we are getting interest of 20 rupees on 1000 rupees, and after the end of third quarter we are getting on 2020 rupees. So similarly fashion we are getting 24,297 rupees. So here difference is only that amount because we are investing the amount after the end of the period. Now we will move to next case in which we are investing in down payment also and monthly or quarterly, whatever is there. So in this case we are investing 10,000 rupees today at the rate of 8% for 5 years and quarterly compounding, and we are investing 1000 per quarter, so we will find the future value. FV rate is our 8% divided by 4. Number of periods is 5 into 4. Now PMT is our 1000 rupees. In this, now we will give present value also. So here we will give 10,000. This is also for minus, and now we are investing at the beginning of the period, so we will type 1 and in close bracket. So in this case, we have invested 10,000 rupees today and 1,000 per quarter at the beginning of the period. So we are getting 39,642. So this also we can verify from our manual calculation. In this case, our opening balance is 10,000 rupees and we are investing 1,000 per quarter. So we are getting the interest of 220, that is 10,000 plus 1,000 into 8% divided by 4, as quarterly payment is there. So we are getting 220 rupees. So if we go to last quarter, we are getting 39,642.79 rupees. So these are the different case for calculation of future value by using the formula FV. Now we will move to our second formula, that is PV, that is present value. This formula is useful when you are getting any promise that after a certain period you will get this amount and you want to get the present value of that amount. For example, in an insurance policy, you are being promised that after 20 years you will get rupees 1 lakh, and you want to find the present value of that amount by discounting, so that you can find through PV. One more example is there. Suppose for financial planning, you are you want to get the amount of rupees 1 lakh or 10 lakh for certain goal, just like children's education or children marriage, and you want to have an idea how much amount you want to invest today so that you can reach that goal of rupees 10 lakh or 1 lakh or 1 crore, whatever is there. So for that, you can find the value through formula PV. So in this also, we will go in for different cases. So in case 1, we have the future value of 14,693 and we want to invest at the rate 8% and number of years is 5 years and PMT is 0 and we want to get the PV. So we will start the formula is equal to PV bracket start. Now 8% is our rate of interest divided by compounding. Now comma. Now we have to give the number of periods. Here number of periods is 5 years into number of compounding. Now comma. Our PMT is 0, so we can leave it blank, and future value is our 14,693, so we will select minus 14,693. Now comma. Now end of the period or beginning of the period. Investing lump sum amount, so this is of no use, so we can select either 0 or 1. So let's see 0. So here we are getting 10,000 rupees. So now I can show you there will be no effect if we select 1 in place of 0. So here also we are getting 10,000 rupees. Now in case 2, if our compounding is not yearly but it is quarterly and we want to get the present value of this amount, So if we want to get the goal of 14,859, so we will get the formula PV rate divided by compounding and number of periods 5 into 4. Now PMT is 0, so we will leave it blank. Now FB minus this amount, and here either 0 or 1. So here also we are getting this present value. Now we will move to our third formula, that is PMT. So PMT is, we want to get the idea of monthly payments or quarterly payments if we want to get the a lump sum amount after certain period. So we will go to case number 3. Now in this case we want to get the amount of 5,866 and market rate is 8% and number of periods are 5. So PMT will be PMT rate divided by number of compounding, then number of periods, and PV is nothing, so we will leave it blank. Now we will select future value and 0. So here we have to invest 1000 yearly if we want to get 5,866 after 5 years. So in our next case, if we want to invest at the beginning of the period, so here our formula will be PMT. So here we will select interest divided by compounding, number of periods into compounding. PV is 0, so we will leave it blank. Now future value is 6335. Now we want to invest at the beginning of the period, so 1, and here we have to invest 1000 at beginning of the period to get this 6335. Now in this case our compounding is quarterly and we want to get 24,783 and we have to invest at quarterly interval. So here we will give the formula PMT is equal to, PMT means monthly or quarterly payment. So here PMT, now rate divided by compounding, because this rate is yearly. Now number of periods, we have to give years into compounding as we have to give quarterly payments. Now PV is 0, so we will leave it blank. Now future value we want to get 24,783. Now we want to invest at the beginning of the period and bracket close. So here if we invest 1000 per quarter at the beginning of the period at the rate 8%, so we will get 24,783. Now in our next case all scenarios are same, but we want to invest at the end of the period. So here PMT rate divided by compounding, because this is quarterly interest. Now number of periods, now present value is 0 and future value is minus this, comma, we want to invest at the end of the period, so we will select 0, bracket close and enter. So here also we are getting, if we want to invest 1000 per quarter at the rate 8%, so after 5 years we will get 24,297. So Now in this case, we have invested 10,000 rupees today, and we want to get the 39,642. So how much we have to invest per quarter at the rate 8%? So that we will see now is equal to PMT bracket start. Now rate of interest is 8% divided by 4 to get the quarterly interest. Now comma, number of periods is 5 years into 4 quarters. Now PV is equal to 10,000, and future value we want to get 39,000 and at the beginning of the period, and bracket close and enter. So we have to invest 1,000 per month per quarter to get 39,642.79. Now you will be surprised why it is coming to minus, because here we are saying that 39,642 we want to get after 5 years, and 10,000 if we invest today. So what amount we have to more invest per quarter? So that will be a cash flow from us. So now it is coming 1,000 minus, and here we are giving minus here for this formula. For future value we are already giving minus, so that's why it is coming to positive. So now we will move to our next formula, in which we will find out the rate of interest. This formula is useful when any credit card company or loan or bank or any other financial institution comes to you and say कि you give us the EMI of 1,000 rupees, and 5,866 we will give you after a certain period, and you want to get the rate of interest. So that rate of interest we can find out here. So for rate of interest, the formula is rate bracket start, number of periods is 5 years just like in previous example, into compounding. Now PMT is our minus 1,000 and PV is our 0, so we will leave it blank. Now we want to have 5,866. Now type is end of the period. Now comma, it is saying you want, if you want to guess any amount, then it's okay, otherwise leave it blank. So we will leave it blank, brackets close and enter. So here we are getting 8% interest rate. So in our next formula we will get the interest rate for beginning of the period. So here rate, number of periods, comma, PMT means yearly payment. Now we want to get present value. Present value is nothing, so we will leave it blank. Now future value is this one, and type is beginning of the period and close. So you can find out from beginning of the period and end of the period how much difference in the rate of interest for the same amount. So we will move to next case, in which the compounding is quarterly, and we want to invest 1,000 quarterly, and we want to get 24,783 after 5 years. So what is the rate of interest? So we will move to rate bracket, number of periods is this one, into quarterly, comma, PMT is 1,000, PV is nothing, and future value is 24,783, and we want to invest in beginning of the period. So we'll select 1, and close the bracket. But here we are getting 2% because this interest is quarterly. So yearly, we have to multiply by compounding. So this is the rate of interest yearly. So similarly, we will go to next case in which we want to invest at the end of the period. So here rate bracket number of periods comma PMT is 1000, present value is nothing, future value is this one, end of the period, and bracket close. So here also we have to multiply it by 4 to get the yearly interest. So in this example, we have invested 1000 rupees quarterly with a down payment of 10,000 rupees, and we are getting 39,642 after 5 years. So we want to get the rate of interest. So here rate number of periods is this into 4. Our PMT is minus 1000 and PV is 10,000, so that we will also give in minus because that amount is going from our pocket. Now is future value is 39,000, type is beginning of the period, bracket close, and we will multiply by compounding to get the yearly interest rate. So in this scenario, we have covered future value, present value, PMT, and rate of interest. So in our next video, we will cover more financial formulas useful for financial planning and daily life. So friends, if you like this video, please press like button and share this video to your friends and colleagues. Consider subscribing my channel and click on bell button to get notification of latest videos uploaded on time. Thank you friends for giving your valuable time in watching this video.